and combating poverty and strength and committed political development, which is enhanced accessibility against poverty and extreme 2005 poverty and equity development. According to the population currently living as in 2.15% poverty, which is international reduction poverty, which operates from 16.2 to 2.3%. World Bank calculating World Bank अपने जनरल development poverty and its spring 2025 poverty and equity rate according to the proportion of people. The proportion of people living in less than 2.94 poverty, which is international benchmark for extreme poverty, fell sharply from 16.2% to just 2.3% in 2025. Poverty and information monkey to achievements across the India has lifted 171 million people out of extreme poverty. India has lifted 171 million people out of extreme poverty, achieving to sustainable development and is confident inclusive development, focusing on both rural and urban areas through targeted welfare scheme, economic development, increased access to sensible services, avoidance from 2024 developing potential violence and services of economically threatened lives of millions of people. Narrowing the poverty gap requires a control over the violence, poverty and equity gaps. The poverty and equity between the urban and rural regions and poverty show plus poverty and equality over the urban development is published as well as from the World Bank to international poverty. These groups help for a snapshot of country poverty and equality conditions during poverty reduction. Then as a public priority, this indicator cover levels as well as poverty and flow in rates of poverty and the total number of poor. And it is published twice a year. It is trending on monitoring for World Bank of International Market in this specific snapshot within this poverty and equality context. Ensuring poverty reduction remains a global priority. This indicator covers various aspects of poverty, including rates of poverty and the total number of poor, and the mental poverty as an international benchmark. Extreme poverty and preference for low and middle income, and 6.85 for economic development, and normal poverty reduction and poverty and equity India finds that the sharp reduction in extreme poverty has been brought by covering both rural and urban areas. This multi-dimensional poverty and device systems including growth and shifting workforce trends. Planning Commission young Ambedkar and Breath support and global Ambedkar and non-poverty, agriculture and allied sectors. Hello everyone, this is Lucent General Knowledge book and I am doing economy from this book for the Lekpal examination. After studying for 2 hours, we can have a conversation. Agriculture accounts for about 1/7 of the GDP and provides sustenance to nearly 2/3 of our population. And it provides sustenance to nearly 2/3 of our population, both from the agriculture and service sector. International United Nations General Assembly in its 75th session, that during March 2021 declared 2023 as the International Year of Millets. Millets are small foods with high nutritional value, are climate resilient, or they align with several UN SDGs, that is UN Sustainable Development Goals, UN Sustainable Development Goals. प्रधानमंत्री फसल बीमा योजना, फसल बीमा योजना contribution rural economy and mobile sector. प्रधानमंत्री फसल बीमा योजना launched in 2016 Kharif season to provide comprehensive insurance coverage to farmers in case of crop failure, helping stabilize their income. PMRPI is currently the first largest crop insurance company in the world in terms of farmer enrollment, averaging 5.5 crore applicants every year, and the third largest in the terms of premium received. The scheme promises minimum commercial program on farmer with farmer paying only 1.5. The farmers will pay therefore 1.5 to 2% of the total premium for the Rabi and Kharif season respectively, with center and state government bearing most of the premium costs. In the last 6 years of its implementation, farmers paid a premium of 25,146 crore and received payments amounting to 1.2 lakh crore. The allied sectors like horticulture, animal husbandry, dairy fisheries have an important role in improving the overall economic condition and nutrition of the rural masses. Commercial crop are those goods which are produced for trade purpose and not for sole consumption by the farmers. It includes oil, seeds crop, sugar crop, fiber crop, narcotic crop, beverages. From the function of agriculture, cost and prices commission is to decide the minimum support prices on the behalf of the government. ACPC, that is Agriculture Cost and Price Commission. Agriculture Cost and Price Commission. Minimum support price announced by the government is that price at which the government is able to purchase a crop from the farmers directly if the price falls below the MSP. So establishment recommending the importance of beekeeping as part of integrated farming system. Recommending the importance of beekeeping as part of the integrated farming system in the country. Government approved the allocation of 500 crore for national beekeeping and honey mission for 3 years, that is 2020-21 से लेकर के 22-23. The mission was announced as a part of ANB scheme. It was a part of the ANB scheme. It was part of the ANB scheme. NBHM, that is National Beekeeping and Honey Mission, aims for the overall promotion and development of scientific beekeeping in the country to achieve the goal of sweet revolution, which is being implemented through the implement कौन करता है through the National Bee Board. Sweet revolution जो है it is related to honey. Sweet revolution it is related to honey. Blue economy 2.0 on 1st of April 2024. फर्स्ट बार 2024 में ब्लू इकोनॉमी की बात की थी जो इम्प्लीमेंट जब आया था, एंड इट हाईलाइट प्रमोशन ऑफ ब्लू इकोनॉमी, सस्टेनेबल डेवलपमेंट, कोस्टल एग्रीकल्चर, कुछ मेडिकल्चर, ट्रांसपोर्ट, एनर्जी, टूरिज्म, एक्सेट्रा, ब्लू इकोनॉमी. ब्लू इकोनॉमी 2.0 prioritizes sustainable and climate resilient activities and also focuses on balance between environment and economic activities. ये coastal aquaculture में सी coast, mariculture, aquaculture, maritime transport, renewable energy, tourism, according to development the blue economy, sustainable use of ocean resources for economic growth, improve livelihood and jobs while preserving the ocean ecosystem. Agriculture Production Board, Coffee Board is in Delhi, Karnataka, coffee at 1942, Rubber Board, Kottayam, Kerala, rubber at Kerala, Tea Board, Kolkata, West Bengal, period 1953, Tobacco Board, Guntur, Andhra Pradesh, Tobacco, Alcohol, Spices Board, Kochi, Kerala, National Meat and Poultry Processing Board, Delhi, Indian Grape Processing Board, Artisan, Pune, Maharashtra. Allied sector of Indian agriculture, livestock, forestry, logging, fishing, culture, growth and potential source of better farm income. The livestock sector grew at a rate of the dairy sector is the most critical component of the livestock sector, employing more than 8 crore farmers directly. In the dairy sector, it employs more than 8 crore farmers directly and is the most prominent operating product for the livestock products such as eggs, milk, culture and importance. While India ranks the first in milk production in the world, it ranks third in egg production and eighth in meat production in the world. Third in egg production and eighth in the meat production. The National Food Security of 2013 objective to provide food and nutrition security in human life cycle and ensuring access to adequate quantity of quality food at affordable prices people to live a life with dignity. The Act notified in 10/9/2013 provides for a coverage of up to 75% of the rural population and up to 50% of the urban population for receiving subsidized food bills under India's targeted public distribution system. It was notified and thus now there has a direct coverage of up to 75% of total population and up to 50% of the urban population for receiving subsidized food bills under targeted public distribution system. This covering about 2/3 of the population. The Act also lays special focus on the nutrition support of women and children. It also focuses on the special purpose of women and children. The Project of Green Revolution in India's Limited Agriculture Scientist, Dr. Agriculture Scientist and Artist Dr. Norman Borlaug have a contribution of Dr. M. Swaminathan is not less. What its term name is the contribution of American scientist, but its term name is a contribution of American scientific Dr. William Grant. Speedy increase in the field of milk production is called white revolution. Complete the pace of white revolution. Operation Floodburst started. The father of Operation Floodburst, Dr. Varghese Kuria. Operation Floodburst, the largest integrated development program of the world. It was started by the National Aid Plan that included in 1970. Increase in oilseed production was due to yellow revolution. Also, oilseed production increase it was due to yellow revolution. Because there's an increase of fish production, that was blue revolution within 11th plan, that is in 2075. The plan outline agriculture was equivalent to only 18.5%. Rectangular plan was the first plan which did not reach the target of crop production. Green revolution did not cover barley. Green revolution did not cover barley. Rather than the green revolution was confined only to HIV. They mainly confined the bioswale minister and National Agriculture Insurance Scheme. It was implemented in October 1999. For the reorganization of agriculture, landholding number 2 measures were taken. For the reorganization of agriculture, reorganization करने के लिए for the reorganization of agriculture land holding, दो चीज़ें लिखी गई थी. पहली है land selling and second is चकबंदी. Land selling determines the maximum land which can be held by a farmer. Holding more than that is illegal. चकबंदी of land means to aggregate divided and broken land. चकबंदी of land means to aggregate the divided and broken land. चकबंदी of land means to aggregate the divided and broken land. चकबंदी of land means to aggregate the divided and broken land. चकबंदी of land means to aggregate the divided and broken land. चकबंदी of land means to aggregate the divided and broken land. The land within area less than 1 hectare is called marginal landholding. Land within area less than 1 hectare, it is known as marginal landholding. 1 to 4 hectares called small landholding, and the land with in area more than 4 hectares called large landholding. The marginal है, then smaller than large. चकबंदी was implemented for the first time in India in the year 1920. 1920 में in Baroda. M. Swaminathan, Indian geneticist and international administrator renowned for his various work in India's green revolution. By Norman E. Borlaug was called the father of green revolution in the world. Norman E. Borlaug was called the father of green revolution in the world. इंडिया का ग्रीन रेवोल्यूशन मैंने स्वामीनाथन का नाम है, बट जो फादर ऑफ ग्रीन रेवोल्यूशन इन दी वर्ल्ड है दैट इज नॉर्मन ई बोरलॉग. ग्रीन रेवोल्यूशन was started in third 5-year plan. It was started in third 5-year plan. The most positive effect of green revolution, जो सबसे ज़्यादा positive effect of green revolution था, it was on wheat. There was 500% increase in crop production, ongoing sources of agriculture, finance of money lenders, only the related business, and when landlords and commission agents organize sources of agriculture, finance of cooperative committees, cooperative and commercial bank, regional development, development, etc. Cooperative credit organization started first in 1905. Primary cooperative committee provide credit for short period. State cooperative agriculture and rural डेवलपमेंट बैंक प्रोवाइड क्रेडिट फॉर लॉन्ग पीरियड. जो प्राइमरी कोऑपरेटिव कमिटीज़ होती हैं ये हमें शॉर्ट टर्म के लिए लोन प्रोवाइड करती हैं, और जो स्टेट कोऑपरेटिव एग्रीकल्चर रूरल डेवलपमेंट बैंक होती है दे प्रोवाइड फॉर लॉन्गर पीरियड्स. लैंड डेवलपमेंट बैंक was established in the year 1919 in the form of land mortgage bank. Land development bank provides long term loans. National Bank for Agriculture and Rural Development, that is NABARD, is the apex institution of rural credit. It was established on 12th of July 1982 by the merger of it. It was established on 12th of July 1982. It was established on 12th of July 1982 by the merger of Agriculture Credit Department and Reconstruction of Agriculture and Development Corporation of the Reserve Bank of India. By the merger, that is Agriculture Credit Department, Agriculture Credit Department and Reconstruction of Agriculture and Development Corporation of the Reserve Bank of India. सबसे पहले है Agriculture Credit Department and Reconstruction of Agriculture and Development Corporation of India. Its establishment is based on the recommendation of Shiv Raman Committee की recommendation से बना था. It established based on the recommendation of Shiv Raman Committee. Authorized share capital of NABARD was rupees 500 crore. Authorized share capital of NABARD that is rupees 500 crore. However, after an amendment, its authorized share increase up to 5,000. After an amendment, increase हो जाता up to 5,000 share with effect from 1st of February 2001. Further, a bill that is National Bank for Agriculture Rural Development Amendment Bill to increase its authorized capital. ₹2 30,000 CR, ₹30,000 CR हो गया. And enable exit of Reserve Bank of India was passed in January 2018. Further, a bill that is the National Bank for Agriculture and Rural Development Amendment Bill 2017 to increase its authorized capital by 6 times to ₹30,000 CR and enable exit of Reserve Bank of India was passed in January 2018. The National Bank for Agriculture and Rural Development Amendment Bill 2017 to increase its authorized capital by 6 times to ₹30,000 CR and enable exit of Reserve Bank of India was passed in January 2018. National income. It is national income of 2023 and 2025. आई एम स्टडिंग फॉर लेखपाल एग्जामिनेशन. मैं न्यूसन की बुक से इकोनॉमी पढ़ रही हूँ. resources of limited natural resources are used skillfully so as to achieve the desired goal. The concept of economic planning in India is derived from Russia. The concept of economic planning in India is derived from Russia, then USSR. Planning in India derives its objective and social premises from the DPSP enshrined in the Constitution. So planning it is derived from the DPSP. In the year 1934, the proposal relating to economic planning came for the first time in the book of Vishweshwaraya titled Plan Economy for India. Thereafter, in 1938, the All India Congress Committee demanded for the same. In the year 1934, the proposal relating to economic planning came for the first time in the book of Vishweshwaraya titled Planned Economy for India. Thereafter, in 1938, the All India Congress Committee demanded for the same. In 1944, efforts were made by 8 industrialists under Bombay Plan. In 1944, efforts were made by 8 industrialists under the Bombay Plan. Thereafter, in the same year, Gandhian Plan by Sriman Narayan in April 1944, the People's Plan by Labour leader M.N. Roy, and in January, the same year, Gandhian Plan by Sriman Narayan in April 1944, the People's Plan by Labour leader M.N. Roy. And in January 13, 1950, the Sarvodaya Plan by Mr. Jayaprakash Narayan was presented. सबसे पहले गवर्नमेंट प्लान आया था विच इज़ बाय श्रीमन नारायण. नेक्स्ट इज द पीपल्स प्लान बाय लेबर लीडर M.N. Roy. And in January 30, 1950, the Sarvodaya Plan by Jayaprakash Narayan was presented. Sarvodaya Gandhian Plan, People's Plan, and Jayaprakash Narayan the Sarvodaya Plan. After independence in 1947, the Committee on Economic Planning was constituted. After independence, the Committee on Economic Planning was constituted under the chairmanship of Jawaharlal Nehru. Thereafter, on the recommendation of this committee, Planning Commission was constituted in March 1950. Thereafter, on the recommendation of this committee, Planning Commission was constituted in March 1950, and the format of its 5-year plan was prepared in 1951. After independence in 1947, the Committee on Economic Planning was constituted under the chairmanship of Jawaharlal Nehru. Thereafter, on the recommendation of this committee, Planning Commission, or on the basis of recommendation of this committee, Planning Commission was constituted in March 1950, and the format of the first 5-year plan was prepared. And the format of the first 5-year plan was prepared in 1951. The Planning Commission was constituted in India in 1950 as a non-constitutional advisory corporation. The Indian Constitution did not provide for the format of Planning Commission. On 1st of January 2015, the newly formed Niti Aayog will replace the Planning Commission. On 1st of January 2015, the newly formed Niti Aayog will replace the Planning Commission. On the 1st of January 2015, the newly formed Niti Aayog has replaced the Planning Commission. On 1st of January 2015, the newly formed Niti Aayog has replaced the Planning Commission. The basic aim of economic planning in India is to bring about rapid economic growth, development of agriculture, industry, power, transport, and communication, and all the sectors of the economy. In India, 12 5-year plans have been implemented. Total 12 5-year plans have been implemented. So far, the target and achievements of these plans are given below. So these are the target and achievement. The first plan in the year 1951 and 56, it is known as the Harrod-Burma model. Target growth rate of GDP in percentage 2.1%. Achievement fee 3.6%. Second plan 1956 to 61, Professor P.C. Mahalanobis. Third plan is Sukhmoy Chakraborty and Professor Sadi. Third plan is related to Sukhmoy Chakraborty and Professor Sadi. Fourth plan is related to Ashok Rudra and Aloysius Mani. Fifth plan is related to fourth 5-year plan, which is called Investment Model of Planning Commission. Like the fourth 5-year plan, third 5-year plan में भी इंटरप्रिटेशन आया था, and इसका that is Sukhmoy Chakraborty and Professor Sadi. Fourth plan 1967-68 में plan नहीं था. There is no plan in 67 and 68. 69 to 74 एक plan आता है, which is by Ashok Rudra and Aloysius Mani. Fifth 5-year plan, which is alike fourth 5-year plan, which is called Investment Model of Planning Commission. Sixth 5-year plan आता है from 80 to 85 based on Investment Yojana, Infrastructure Training and Trend to Growth Model. Seventh plan again alike sixth 5-year plan prepared by Pranab Mukherjee. Eighth plan John W. Miller Model. Eighth plan यहाँ पे 2 प्लान्स नहीं आएंगे, डेट इज 92 से लेकर 91, 92 में 91 में नहीं आएंगे, 92, 97 जॉन डब्ल्यू मिलर ऑर्डर। 9th प्लान इट इज़ क्रिएटेड बाय प्लानिंग कमीशन। 97 जो हमारा 9th प्लान है ना, 9th प्लान इट इज़ क्रिएटेड बाय प्लानिंग कमीशन। 10th प्लान वही लिखा हुआ है। 11th प्लान prepared by Professor C. Rangarajan। 12th प्लान prepared by the planning commission। So 9th and the 12th प्लान जो है these are prepared by Professor 9th and the 12th 9th and the 12th plan 9th and the 12th plan are prepared by the planning commission. And 9th and 12th plan between 1966 and 1969 3 annual plans were formulated। between 1966 से लेकर के 69 between 96 and 1969 3 annual plans were formulated within the framework of the draft outline of the 4th plan। the 8th 5-year plan that is 1990 to 1995 ये जो था could not take off due to the fast changing political situation at the center। जो 8th 5-year plan था could not take off due to the fast changing political situation at the center। the new government which is in power of the country in June 1991 decided that the 8th 5-year plan would commence on April 1, 1992 and that 1990, 91, 91, 92 should be treated as separate annual plans formulated within the framework of approach to the 8th 5-year plan। the basic thrust of these annual plans was a maximization of employment and social transformation। 66-69 में annual plans आए थे और 8th 5-year plan नहीं आ पाया था due to frequent power changing political situations in the country। I am reading economy। hello everyone। types of planning: imperative planning, indicative planning, prospective planning, rolling planning and core planning। imperative planning in this type of planning the central planning authority decides upon every aspect of economic targets and processes delineated to achieve them are to be strictly followed। this type of planning is mainly practiced in the socialist economies। what is imperative planning? in this type of planning the central planning authority decides upon every aspect of the economy। जो हमारी central planning authority है it decides upon every aspect of the economy। in this type of planning the central planning authority decides upon every aspect of the economy। जो हमारी central planning authority होती है it decides upon every aspect of the economy। जो central planning authority decides upon every aspect of the economy and the targets and the processes delineated to achieve them are to be strictly followed। this type of planning is mainly practiced in the socialist economies and it is mainly practiced in the socialist economies। indicative planning in this type of planning the state sets broad parameters and goals for the economy। it is different from centralized planning and like in the later जो स्टेट होगा वो सेट करेगा ब्रॉड पैरामीटर्स एंड गोल्स फॉर द इकोनॉमी और ये डिफरेंट है फ्रॉम सेंट्रलाइज प्लानिंग एज अनलाइक इन द लेटर द स्टेट डज नॉट सी प्लान टारगेट्स टू द माइन्यूटेस्ट डिटेल्स बट ओनली ब्रॉडली इंडिकेट्स। यहाँ पे ओनली ब्रॉडली इंडिकेट द टारगेट टू बी अचीव। इट वॉज अडॉप्टेड इन आवर कंट्री सिंस द 8th 5-year प्लान और ये अडॉप्ट किया गया था इन आवर कंट्री सिंस द 8th 5-year प्लान बस प्रैक्टिस में नहीं डेवलप कंट्रीज। इंडिकेटिव प्लान it is developed since the 8th 5-year plan which came in the year 1992 to 1997 to 1992 to 1900 Prospective planning is a type of planning for a long period of time, usually 15 to 20 years। Prospective planning is a type of planning for a long period of time, usually 15 to 20 years। As a highly specialized asset is operationalized for 5-year and annual plan in such a form of planning the plan of formulate prospective plan that formulate define the direction desired to be taken by the economy। It's a type of planning for a long period of time, that is prospective planning। rolling plan under the scheme of rolling plan there are 3 different steps। first plan for the current year which includes the annual budget। इसमें 3 different steps होते हैं। पहला plan for the current year which includes annual budget। second a plan for a fixed number of years say 3, 4 or 5 it is revised every year as per the requirements of the economy। third a prospective plan for 10 to 15 or 20 years। core plans for this concept the planning commission asks state to submit the projected revenue estimate on the basis of these estimates planning commission recognizes expenditure method for state annual plans decides on keeping the plan target to realistic limit and prevents diversion of funds of the priority items to the non-plan account। Models of economic development. Nehru-Mahalanobis model had a second 5-year plan. Nehru-Mahalanobis model of development and the driving force of the strategy of development adopted at the time of formulation of the second 5-year plan. ये जो है ये second FYP के time का है. And as continued right up to the 80s, it aimed at enlargement of opportunities for the less privileged section of the society. Growth with social justice was the goal of Nehru-Mahalanobis model. Growth with social justice, it was the goal. Growth with social justice, so that was intended for self-generating path of development with an insurance to the common man that poverty, unemployment, disease and ignorance would be removed so that the individual could realize the potential with the extension of social and economic opportunities. In the Nehru-Mahalanobis model, the state controlled the commanding heights of the economy to the public sector. The state controlled the commanding heights of the economy to the public sector. Then comes the Gandhian model of growth. The Gandhian plan was brought out by Acharya S.N. Agrawal in 1944. Here we read the Gandhian plan by Sriman Narayana. Gandhian plan was brought out by Acharya S.N. Agrawal. S.N. Agrawal. Acharya S.N. Agrawal. Sriman Narayana Agrawal. Acharya S.N. Agrawal in 1944 and was reaffirmed in 1948, formed on the basis of Gandhian model of growth. The basic objective of this model is to raise the material as well as the cultural level of the Indian masses so as to provide a basic standard of life. It aims primarily at improving the human condition of the villages of India, and hence it lays a great emphasis on the scientific development of agriculture and rapid growth of cottage and village industries. Villages के development की बात की गई है. The Gandhian model aims at the reform of agriculture as the most important sector in economic planning in India. While Nehru wanted to give prime importance to heavy industries, the Gandhian model attempted to give primacy to agriculture supported by handicrafts and cottage industries. LPG model of development. What is LPG model of development? The LPG model of development was introduced in 1991 by the then Finance Minister Dr. Manmohan Singh. This model was intended to charter a new strategy with emphasis on liberalization, privatization and globalization. LPG model of development emphasizes a bigger role for the private sector. It envisages a much larger quantum of foreign direct investment to supplement the growth process. Much larger quantum of FDI to supplement our growth process. It aims at a strategy of export-led growth as against import substitution practice earlier. It also aims at reducing the role of the state significantly and this abandons planning fundamentalism in favor of a more liberal and market-driven pattern of development. PURA model of development. The Union Cabinet on 20th January 2004 accorded in principle approval for the execution of PURA within the gross budgetary support for bridging the rural urban divide and achieving balanced socio-economic development. Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam to eradicate poverty from India emphasized adoption of PURA. Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam to eradicate poverty from India emphasized adoption of PURA, that is providing urban amenities in rural areas. Earlier it was Mahatma Gandhi who underlined the exploitation of rural society by its urban counterparts. Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam to eradicate poverty from India emphasized the adoption of PURA, that is providing urban amenities in rural areas. The objective of PURA is to propel economic development without population transfer. इसका main objective था, that is to propel economic development without population transfer. The PURA concept is a response to the need for creating social economic infrastructure which will create a conducive climate for investment by the private sector to invest in rural areas. Although PURA draws its inspiration from the Gandhian model of development which emphasizes rural development as a fundamental postulate. Although PURA draws its inspiration from Gandhian model of development which emphasizes rural development as a fundamental postulate, yet in that prescription it is neo-Gandhian in the sense that it intends to bring rural regeneration with the avowed objective of taking modern technology and modern amenities to the rural areas. So it is although it is taken from the Gandhian model of development, it is a neo-Gandhian in the sense that it intends to bring rural regeneration with the avowed objective of taking modern tech and modern amenities to the rural areas. It does emphasize the enlargement of employment as a sole objective to make use of rural manpower in various development activities. It does emphasize the enlargement of employment. As a sole objective. It does emphasize the enlargement of employment as the sole objective to make use of rural manpower in various development activities. The PURA model attempts a reconciliation between employment and GDP growth objective. The 11th plan has provided 248 CR for implementing PURA scheme in compact rural areas in PPP mode. The 11th plan has provided 248 CR for implementing the PURA scheme in the compact rural areas in PPP model, unemployment and the employment. So programs and scheme and government partners enable division of gainful employed in productive activities. For unemployed, however, it can be of two kinds. पहला होता है voluntary unemployed and second is involuntary unemployed. Here we are concerned with the second category of unemployed persons. Hence, unemployment can be defined as a situation when persons able and willing to work are seeking job at the prevailing wage level, but they are unable to get the same. Unemployment in developing countries like India is not the result of deficiency of effective demand in the Keynesian sense, but a consequence of shortage of capital, equipment, or other complementary sources. Is not the result of deficiency of effective demand in the Keynesian sense. Okay. In India, unemployment is structural in nature due to lack of productive capacity and resources. Unemployment is structural in nature. Types of unemployment: cyclical unemployment, it is a result of depression. जो cyclical unemployment होती है, it is a result of depression in an economy. Frictional unemployment, this kind of employment is temporary. ये temporary होती है, it is a result of a situation where new industries drive out old ones and workers change over to better jobs. So frictional होती है, it is temporary होती है, that is it is temporary. It is temporary in nature. This kind of unemployment is temporary. It is a result of a situation when new industries drive out old ones and workers change over to better jobs. Frictional unemployment, this kind of unemployment is temporary. It is a result of a situation when new industries drive out old ones and workers change over to better jobs. Open unemployment refers to those who have no work to do even though they are able and willing to do work. What is open unemployment? It refers to those who have no work to do even though are able and willing to do work. Seasonal unemployment, it means that unemployment of the farm. It means the unemployment of the farmers and farm laborers during non-crop season. During non-crop season होती है, for example in the period between past harvest and next sowing, agricultural laborers are unemployed. Educated unemployed, this is mainly found in urban areas. Those educated persons who are unable to get work come under this category. Under unemployment, this comes from disguise unemployment भी बोलते हैं. It results when a person contributes to production less than what he or she is capable of. For example, an engineer working as a clerk is underemployed. What is underemployment? Disguise unemployment. It results when a person contributes to a production less than what he or she is capable of. For example, engineer working as a clerk is underemployed. Compulsory unemployment, it means a labor power which is ready to work on the current rate but does not get the work. What is compulsory unemployment? It means a labor power which is ready to work on the current rate but does not get the work. During 9th plan, total 3.6 CR fresh unemployed began to look for employment before its replacement by the NITI Aayog. The Planning Commission had to collect data of unemployment on the basis of Lakdawala formula. Before its replacement by the NITI Aayog, the Planning Commission had to collect data of unemployment on the basis of Lakdawala formula effective from 11th March 1997, and prior to this process to collect data was on the basis of survey of NSSO, and prior to this process to collect data was on the basis of surveys of NSSO, that is National Sample Survey Organization. In India, the data relating to unemployment are collected by National Sample Survey Organization. This organization has the following concept with regard to the unemployment. In India, the data relating to unemployment are collected by National Sample Survey Organization. General status of unemployment, weekly unemployment and daily unemployment. In this category, generally those unemployed for more than 1 year. Those unemployed for more than 1 year are included. As such, it is a long-term unemployment. Weekly, the person who has not got work for even an hour in a week. एक घंटे के लिए भी नहीं बोला. Daily, it is considered the best concept of unemployment. The main reason for unemployment in India are slow economic development, population explosion. Slow economic development is a population explosion, outdated technique, improper education system, and limited effect of government planning. India's unemployment rate among people aged 15 years and above. India's unemployment rate among people aged 15 years and above fell to 7.7% in April 2023 and 8.5% in April 2023 due to decline in the labour participation. According to data from the Center for Monitoring Indian Economy, compared to April, labour participation rate fell by 1.1 percentage point to 39.6 in May 2023. This is employment trends. Employment trends ये चीज़ नहीं पढ़नी है. सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट स्कीम 2014 to 16 के बीच में स्कीम्स के नाम है. डिजिटल इंडिया प्रोग्राम 21 अगस्त 2014. दीन दयाल उपाध्याय अंत्योदय योजना 25 अगस्त 2014. प्रधानमंत्री जन धन योजना 28 अगस्त 2014, स्वच्छ भारत मिशन 2 अक्टूबर, संसद आदर्श ग्राम योजना 11 अक्टूबर 2015, हृदय 21 जनवरी 2015, बेटी बचाओ बेटी पढ़ाओ 22 जनवरी 2015, बेटी बचाओ बेटी पढ़ाओ 22 जनवरी 2015, सुकन्या समृद्धि योजना 22 जनवरी 2015, ये भी आई थी सुकन्या समृद्धि योजना इज अ पार्ट ऑफ सुकन्या समृद्धि योजना is a part of Beti Bachao Beti Padhao program. Was of less than 10 years may be named for opening this account. Minimum rupee of 1,000 and maximum 1.5 lakh can be deposited in this account. Minimum of 1,000 and minimum of 1,000. The minimum of 1,000 and maximum of 1.5 lakh can be deposited in this account. That is Sukanya Samriddhi Yojana. It is a part of Beti Bachao Beti Padhao. Mrida Swasth Card. Soil Health Card 2015, प्रधानमंत्री कौशल विकास योजना 2015, जननी सुरक्षा योजना 2015, प्रधानमंत्री जीवन ज्योति बीमा योजना 9 में 2015, अटल पेंशन योजना 9 में 2015, उस्ताद माइनॉरिटी आर्टिशन 2015, कायाकल्प विच इज द पब्लिक हेल्थ 2015, अटल मिशन फॉर एजुकेशन और अर्बन ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन योजना अमृत स्कीम है. इट वॉज स्टार्टेड इन 5 जून 2015, स्मार्ट सिटी प्रोजेक्ट 25 जून 2015, डिजिटल इंडिया 1 जुलाई 2015, डिजिटल इंडिया 1 जुलाई, स्वर्ण मुद्रीकरण योजना 5 नवंबर, स्टार्टअप इंडिया 16 जनवरी 2016, श्यामा प्रसाद मुखर्जी नेशनल अर्बन मिशन 21 Feb 2016, सेतु भारतम योजना 2016, स्टैंड अप इंडिया अगेन, ये स्टार्टअप इंडिया था. स्टार्टअप इंडिया जो है वो 16 में स्टार्ट हुआ. स्टैंड अप इंडिया भी 2016, बट इट स्टार्टेड इन जनवरी एंड इट स्टार्टेड इन अप्रैल. ग्रामोदय से भारत उदय 2016, प्रधानमंत्री उज्ज्वला योजना. इट इज़ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट एज इट इज करंटली इज न्यूज़. प्रधानमंत्री उज्ज्वला योजना 1 मई 2016, 1 मई 2016, प्रधानमंत्री उज्ज्वला योजना. प्रधानमंत्री उज्ज्वला योजना 1 मई 2016, नमामि गंगे 7 जुलाई 2016, नमामि गंगे it is started in 1 July 2016, 7 July 2016, नमामि गंगे 7 July 2016, नमामि गंगे 7 July 2016, 7 July 2016, महात्मा गांधी नेशनल रूरल एम्प्लॉयमेंट गारंटी स्कीम MGNREGA, इसका नाम हो गया VBGRAM, फुल फॉर्म VBGRAM का विकसित भारत ग्रामीण रोजगार अधिनियम महाभियान से कुछ तो काम. विकसित भारत महात्मा गांधी नेशनल रूरल एम्प्लॉयमेंट गारंटी स्कीम NABARD महात्मा गांधी नेशनल रूरल एम्प्लॉयमेंट गारंटी. द नरेगा, ये जो नेशनल रूरल एम्प्लॉयमेंट गारंटी बिल है, इट वाज इंट्रोड्यूस्ड बाय पार्लियामेंट ऑन September 2005. It secured presidential assent later in 2025 and became an act. The act provides for at least 100 days of employment to one able-bodied person in every rural household every year. That NAREGA came into force, और ये force में कब आया था? From February to 2006. Initially 210 districts have been selected for the enforcement of the scheme. At present the act covers all 740 rural districts of the country. The government of India in October 2009 renamed the NAREGA as the Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Act in 2009. The central government and state government bear central government जो है 75% लेती है, state government 25% of the cost of the material wages of skilled and semi-skilled worker. The central has hiked the wages under MGNREGA in the range of 2.33 to 7.48. हाइक कर दिया है सेंटर ने वेजेस को टू 7.48. द MGNREGA wages have been seen a hike in the range of ₹70 to ₹26. MGNREGA wages have been hiked by ₹7 in 5 states. The highest increase of 26 has been recorded in हरियाणा. 7 रुपये तो 26 रुपये हो गया. ये जो 7 रुपये का है 5 स्टेट्स में हुआ है, लेकिन 26 रुपये का हैज़ बीन रिकॉर्डेड इन हरियाणा वर हैव बीन टच ₹400 and mark. Employment Guarantee Act 2005. The government on the advice of the National Advisory Council (NAC) has passed the National Rural Employment Guarantee Act. The main features of the act are: the government on the advice of the National Advisory Council गवर्नमेंट on the advice of the National Advisory Council. इन्होंने पास किया नेशनल रूरल एम्प्लॉयमेंट गारंटी एक्ट. The main features of the act are every household in rural India will have a right to at least 100 days of guaranteed employment every year for at least one adult member. The employment will be in the form of casual manual labor at the statutory minimum wage, and the wages shall be paid within 7 days of the week during which work was done. The employment will be in the form of casual manual labor at the statutory minimum wage, and the wages shall be paid within 7 days of the week during which work was done. And the wages shall be paid within 7 days of the week ड्यूरिंग विच वर्क वॉज डन. जिस हफ्ते काम किया होगा उसी दिन के 7 दिन के अंदर अंदर हमें वेजेस मिल जाएंगे. Work should be provided within 15 days of demanding it. Work should be provided within 15 days of demanding it. And the work should be located within 5 kilometer distance. Work जो है 15 दिन में मिल जाएगा. And the work should be located within 5 kilometer distance. If work is not provided to anybody within the given time, he should be paid a daily unemployment allowance. If work is not provided, then he or she will be paid a daily unemployment allowance, which will be at least 1/3 of the minimum wages. Workers employed in public work will be entitled to medical treatment and hospitalization in case of injury at work. अगर कोई पब्लिक वर्क में उनको मेडिकल ट्रीटमेंट हॉस्पिटलाइजेशन मिलेगा इन केस ऑफ इंजरी एट वर्क अलॉन्ग विद डेली अलाउंस ऑफ नॉट लेस देन हाफ द स्टैट्यूटरी मिनिमम वेज. उसके साथ साथ डेली अलाउंस भी मिलेगा. इन केस ऑफ डेथ और डिसेबिलिटी ऑफ अ वर्कर एंड एक्स ग्रेशिया पेमेंट शैल बी मेड टू इज लीगली एज अ प्रोविजन ऑफ द वर्कमैन कंपनसेशन एक्ट. 5% ऑफ वेजेस में भी डिडक्टेड एज कॉन्ट्रीब्यूशन टू वेलफेयर स्कीम. जो 5% ऑफ वेजेस है उसको डिडक्ट कर लिया जाएगा लाइक हेल्थ इंश्योरेंस, एक्सीडेंट इंश्योरेंस, सर्वाइवल बेनिफिट, मैटरनिटी बेनिफिट एंड सोशल सिक्योरिटी स्कीम. फॉर नॉन कंप्लायंस with rules and strict penalties have been laid down for transparency and accountability. All accounts and records of the program will be available for public scrutiny. The district collector, chief executive officer will be responsible for the program at the district level. The Gram Sabha will monitor the work of the Gram Panchayat by the way of social audit. ये लोग responsible होंगे at the district level. They all are responsible for the program at the district level. Some important development and employment programs. AIM, that is Atal Innovation Mission. AIM is a flagship initiative of the central government set up by NITI Aayog. This Atal Innovation Mission is set up by NITI Aayog to promote innovation and entrepreneurship across the country. Atal Innovation Mission is also envisaged as an umbrella innovation organization that will play an instrumental role in the alignment of innovation policies between central, state and sectoral innovation scheme at various levels to establish an ecosystem of innovation and entrepreneurship. Pradhan Mantri Kaushal Vikas Yojana. The UN Cabinet on March 21, 2015. प्रधानमंत्री कौशल विकास योजना. प्रधानमंत्री कौशल विकास योजना 2015. Cleared a scheme to provide skill training. ये है प्रधानमंत्री कौशल विकास योजना. ये प्रोवाइड करेगी स्किल ट्रेनिंग टू 1.4 million youth with an outlay of over 120 CR. तो प्रधानमंत्री कौशल विकास योजना is being implemented by the Ministry of Skill Development and Entrepreneurship through the National Skill Development Corporation. Focuses on fresh and entrants to the labour market, especially class 10 and class 12 dropouts. According to Bharat 2025, substantial skill training delivery and short-term training indicating improved skill output and employability. 1.6 CR candidate trained since the launch of the scheme in 2015 till October 8, 2024. Around 54% of these candidates are in the age group of 15 to 29 years. Atmanirbhar Bharat Rozgar Yojana. Atmanirbhar Bharat Yojana. It was announced as a part of Atmanirbhar Bharat 3.4 package to boost the economy, increase the employment generation in the post-COVID recovery phase. जो ABRY है, that is Atmanirbhar Bharat Rozgar Yojana. Atmanirbhar Bharat Rozgar Yojana was announced as a part of Atmanirbhar Bharat 3.2 package to boost the economy. Atmanirbhar Bharat Rozgar Yojana as part of Atmanirbhar Bharat 3.0 package to boost the economy, increase employment generation in post-COVID recovery phase. And to incentivize creation of employment along with social security benefit and restoration of loss of employment during the pandemic. The scheme is being implemented through the EPFO, that is Employment Provident Fund Organization. It is implemented through the Employees Provident Fund Organization. Till March 2024, different establishments have claimed benefit amounting to 10,000 CR in respect of 60.09 lakh beneficiaries. Atmanirbhar Bharat Rozgar Yojana to boost the economy, increase employment generation in the post-COVID recovery phase, and to incentivize creation of new employment along with social security benefit and restoration of loss of employment during the pandemic. Atmanirbhar Rozgar Bharat Yojana. Schemes and plans of union and state government. पहल स्कीम बेटी बचाओ बेटी पढ़ाओ, सुकन्या समृद्धि अकाउंट, अटल पेंशन योजना, प्रधानमंत्री जन धन योजना, ये सब साथ में आई थी. That is in the year प्रधानमंत्री जीवन ज्योति बीमा योजना 2015 में आई थी। जनधन योजना कब आई थी? प्रधानमंत्री जनधन योजना ये आई थी 2014 में, बट जो पेंशन योजना है ये आई थी 2015 में। Schemes and plans of union and state government. The PEHEL, that is the DODL scheme, was launched on 1st of June 2013. The PEHEL scheme was launched on 1st of June 2013 and covered 291 districts. The DBT and modified scheme for LPG consumer, that was PEHEL, was relaunched on November 15, 2014 in 54 districts and in the rest of the country on January 1, 2015. The scheme aims to transfer the subsidy on LPG directly into the bank account of over 15 crore LPG consumers. PEHEL has entered into the Guinness Book of World Record as being the largest DBT scheme, that is direct benefit transfer scheme. Direct benefit transfer, ये जो PEHEL scheme थी, it was launched on 1st of June 2013. बेटी बचाओ बेटी पढ़ाओ scheme which seeks to address gender imbalance and discrimination against the girl child was launched by the Prime Minister on 22 January 2015 at Panipat in Haryana. Mehendergarh and Jhajjar district of Haryana are badly affected. With imbalanced sex ratios, there are just about 775 girls for 1,000 boys, the lowest in India. 775 girls for 1,000 boys, the lowest in India. Haryana Chief Minister launched a scheme for girl child, that is Aapki Beti Hamari Beti, with an aim to combat the problem of declining child sex ratio in the state. जो हरियाणा चीफ मिनिस्टर हैं, he launched a scheme for girl child, that is आपकी बेटी हमारी बेटी. Sukanya Samriddhi accounts, rate of interest 9.1% per annum. The rate of interest is 9.1% per annum. 2014-15 calculated on yearly basis and yearly compounded. Minimum INR of 1,000 rupees and maximum of 1.5 lakh in a financial year. Subsequent deposit on multiple of INR 100. Subsequent deposits on multiple of INR 100. Deposit can be made in lump sum. No limit on number of deposits either in a month and there is no limit or number of deposits either in a month or in a financial year. The account can be opened up to the age of 10 years only from the date of birth. Accounts can be closed after completion of, and accounts can be closed after the completion of 21 years. Atal Pension Yojana, according to Bharat 2025, the Atal Pension Yojana was launched in 2015. It is launched in 2015 to address longevity risk among the workers in unorganized, to address the longevity risk among the workers in unorganized sector who are not covered under any statutory social security scheme. The API is focused on all citizens in the unorganized sector who join the national pension system, administered by the Pension Fund Regulatory and Development Authority of India. प्रधानमंत्री जन धन योजना, प्रधानमंत्री जन धन अटल पेंशन योजना जो है, it came in 2015. It came in 2015 जो अटल पेंशन योजना, it came in 2015. 2015 में आती है अटल पेंशन योजना. अटल पेंशन योजना 2015. प्रधानमंत्री जन धन योजना with a view to increasing banking penetration and promoting financial inclusion under the main objective of covering all households with at least one bank account per household across the country. National Mission on Financial Inclusion named as PM प्रधानमंत्री जन धन योजना. प्रधानमंत्री मुद्रा योजना लॉन्च इन 2015. प्रधानमंत्री मुद्रा योजना 2015 में लॉन्च हुई थी. administered by the माइक्रो यूनियन डेवलपमेंट refinance agency limited, a corporate subsidiary of the SIDBI, that is Small Industrial Development Bank of India. प्रधानमंत्री मुद्रा योजना provides access to institutional finance for micro small businesses, provides credit up to 10 lakh to small entrepreneurship. तीन कैटेगरीज अंडर द मुद्रा स्कीम है. पहला है शिशु फॉर स्टार्टर्स, कवर्स लोन अप टू 50,000. फिर आता है किशोर फॉर मिड स्टेज फाइनेंस का कवर लोन ऑफ 50,000 टू अबाउट 5 लाख. एंड फिर आता है तरुण फॉर ग्रोथ सीकर्स, कवर्स लोन अबाउट 5 लाख एंड टू 10 लाख. सबसे पहले 50,000 रुपये का है, तो 50,000 में 5 लाख एंड 5 लाख 10 लाख. सबसे पहले आएगा शिशु, देन किशोर, देन तरुण. शिशु, किशोर एंड तरुण. शिशु, किशोर एंड देन तरुण. स्टैंड अप इंडिया स्कीम, स्टैंड अप इंडिया 2016. Stand Up India scheme launched in 2016 aims to promote entrepreneurship among the SC, ST and women by facilitating bank loans of value between 10 lakh and 1 crore to at least one SC, ST borrower and one women borrower per bank branch of scheduled commercial bank for setting up greenfield enterprises in trading, manufacturing, service sector and also activities allied to agriculture. In 2019-20, the Stand Up India scheme was extended for the entire period. The extent of margin lending regarding the borrower is up to 15% of the project cost, which can be arranged by merging the eligible central state scheme. However, the borrower shall contribute to at least 10% of the project cost as own contribution. मेरा खाता बाद में बताता, मेरा खाता बाद में बताता, मेरा खाता बताता। इंडिविजुअल कोई भी इंडिविजुअल होगा जो ओपन करेगा बैंक अकाउंट इंश्योरेंस अप टू 1 लाख HDFC कार्गो इंश्योरेंस will provide SLM under the scheme LIC will provide life insurance cover of 30,000 under the scheme और जो LIC है ये इंश्योरेंस करेगा 30,000 under the scheme। सांसद आदर्श ग्राम योजना, दिस इज आयुष्मान भारत, श्यामा प्रसाद मुखर्जी रर्बन मिशन, स्वच्छ भारत, आधार DBT हो गया, सुरक्षा योजना मिशन, अटल पेंशन योजना, economy and economics of state of India region in terms of the production and consumption of goods. The state of India region in terms of the production and consumption of goods and service and supply of money. Economics, it is a branch of knowledge concerned with the production, consumption and transfer of wealth. Economy depending upon the dominant for the time in a particular country. Different forms of production patterns according to different economic systems and the aim of providing alternatives for organizing an economy. The same modes of economic systems which we can we see coming up are basically the different stages in evolutionary process for our experiments which define a better way of organizing the economy. First is the capitalistic economy, second is state economy, third is mixed economy. Capitalist form of economy as a citizen of famous work of advancement, wealth of nation, hand management, 1723 to 1780 was quite a philosophy of economic professor at University of Glasgow, was writing on the basis of classical economics, expressed certain fine ideas which were to take fancy among them of the Western countries and trying to capitalize on the works. So the basis was given the heavy and economic regulation of commerce and rest of the time. The responsibility of the economic targets for economic growth and reach level of well-being, stressing on division of labor and environment of laissez-faire, purposeless nor interest by the government. It proposed the invisible hand of market forces, price mechanism will bring a state of equilibrium in the economy and a general well-being to the countryman, facilitating an economy to function for well-being. He has acknowledged the need of competition in the market. So firstly we will be writing about capitalist economy. So general volume to the countrymen is from another pension population of 2080 competition. When the US attained independence, the ideas of balance with limit articles public policies to an era of recognition was published. From here, the ideas were to the executed by the Canadian under the United States capitalism was established, which was written under different names. Under the capitalism was established. Socialist economy. Liberalization of article is not prices to sell taken by the market by the private enterprises in the system with the state of an economic role. Economy should move from steps towards socialist economy. Professor Lama suggested some of the case of the state economies as Keynesian economics है. Keynesian जो है अच्छा इसके अंदर से capitalist economy should move from step towards socialist economy. Professor Lama suggested some of the case of the state economy कि वो state economy को steps लेने के become socialist economy को steps लेने के become this kind of economy. Studying about state economy. This form of economic system also spread to the countries in Eastern Europe. We see two versions of the state economy. This form of economic system was spread to the countries in Eastern Europe. We see two versions of the state economy. That's really is known as the socialist economy, and in pre-1985 China as the communist economy. Pre-1985 economy as the communist economy. Hello everyone. I am preparing for Lekpal examination, UP Lekpal examination. Currently studying economy from Lucent, GK. a state in running the economy commits upon an allocated state ownership of all properties. Collective ownership. While socialistic economy emphasizes the collective ownership of the means of production, property, and assets. Socialist economy, it emphasizes the collective. While socialistic economy primarily emphasizes करती है, socialistic economy that is famous in the USSR. Socialist economy, it focuses on the collective ownership. It focuses on collective ownership of means of production and the concept of large into the state. State ownership of socialism is a transitional stage to communism. Marx के लिए the socialism it is a transitional stage to communism that never will happen in reality. Socialism economics also criticizes capitalist economies within personal exploitation and responsible capitalist economies contain the competition to state capitalism and the states were the sole exploiters. The belief in the self-correcting quality of the market and the invisible hand एडम स्मिथ, इनविजिबल हैंड दैट इज प्राइस मैकेनिज्म जो होता है, got a major setback in early 20th century. The belief in the security quality of the market and the invisible hand of Adam Smith got a major setback in the early 20th century during the Great Depression of 1929. The impact of the impression spread in the US by the economies based on the escalating larger scale unemployment, downturn in demand and economic activities, and workouts in industrial enterprises. The prevailing Smithsonian जो कि एडम स्मिथ का है, स्मिथोनियन मैक्रो has failed to check the crisis and he approaches needed which came in the famous work that is a general theory of employment, interest and money by the English economist at Cambridge University John Maynard Keynes. ये तो चलो मैं नेचर ऑफ द इनविजिबल हैंड उन्होंने क्वेश्चन किया था. सो नेक्स्ट इकोनॉमी सबसे पहले इसको स्टार्ट करेंगे. आफ्टर द बिलीव इन द सेल्फ करेक्टिव क्वालिटी ऑफ द मार्केट इनविजिबल हैंड. Generic project that is a general theory of employment, interest and money. In 1936, it was given by the English economist at Cambridge University, educational by John Maynard Keynes. John Maynard Keynes. It's given by John Maynard Keynes. He is questioned by the principle of position and the nature of the invisible hand. He questioned question the limitation of the market mechanism, combinations such as extreme limit intervention in the economy. Strong government intervention in the economy, strong government intervention in the economy to get the economy out of the depression. To get the economy out of the depression, to get the economy economy out of the to get the economy out of the question is it is an increasing government expenditure, discretionary fiscal policy is an executive under such economic supply. As a result, increasing government expenditure is a strong government intervention in the economy. So by increasing government expenditure को increase करके discretionary fiscal policy को use करके interest rate cheap money supply interest rate को कम करेंगे, cheap money supply हो जाएगा, discretionary fiscal policy होगा, president nomination services production. As Keynesian policies are followed, the concerned economies or surface of Great Depression is followed by the Keynesian advice. Many concerned economic policies were initiated throughout the capitalist economies. One very important initiative which came out was the government's active role in the economy. The essential goods and services which were till had been purchased by the people as private goods were soon made available by the state free of cost, giving people more spare room to create demand for goods and services which were part of the market. The essential goods and services which were till had been purchased by the people as private goods were soon made available by the state free of cost, giving people more spare room to create demand for the goods and services which are part of the market. अब ये किया गया कि the essential goods and services जो भी थे which were till being purchased which were till being purchased by the people. Development in the state economies of the bank interest rate across the land. The progress for the suggested the same thing for the socialist economy as behavior for the capitalist. Keynes suggests कि capitalist economy में इनको थोड़ा government intervention लाना पड़ेगा. Professor Lang praises the state economy for many of its good things, but also just inclusion of some of the good things of the capitalist economy. So they are very important in this section. Notice it was Professor Oscar Lang praised the state economy for many of its good things, but also suggested of regional state economies to adopt market socialism. He advises state economies to adopt market socialism. ग्रोथ होता है वो डेवलपमेंट होता है। ग्रोथ डेवलपमेंट इज क्वालिटेटिव डेवलपमेंट, जो ग्रोथ होता है वो हमारा क्वांटिटेटिव होता है। A term coming from the life sciences, growth and economics means economic growth and increase in economic variable over a period of time is economic growth. The most important aspect of growth is its quantifiability. Quantitative होता है as when the word has a statistic of development of quoted in Gerald and Meyer and James E. Rauch, leading issues in economic development, Oxford University Press. Okay, next is all the information we need to try to show it depending upon the economic variable or the growth rate being studied. We have the economy might have an irreversible growth of food production that can be which could be measured as the growth of a regular economy might be measured for decade or any period in months or kilometers. Similarly, the value of the total production of the economy might be measured in currency terms, which means the economy is growing. Per capita income for the economy might be measured in monetary terms over a period. We may say that economic growth is quantitative progress. To calculate the growth rate of an economic variable, the growth rate in constant period is converted into percentage form. Growth rate is an annual contribution to be used, otherwise will be clear reference to the period for which it is used. The growth is a very neutral term, that is, it might be positive or negative for an economy for a period. We only use it in a positive sense. If economists say an economy is growing, economy is having a positive growth, otherwise they use the term negative growth. It is value neutral होती है, it is value neutral. If development is only value positive. Economic growth and sanitation, etc. The level of education of people and the curriculum is quality of reconcile one basic and also automatic capacities of the guarantee for the basic minimum quality enhancing inputs. Questions of time and minimum must be identified and increase in productive activity that mentioned before assuring development we need to assure growth. Before assuring development we need to assure growth. Higher economic development causes higher economic growth, but it does not mean that a higher economic growth automatically brings in higher economic development. Unfortunately, economists fail to play out. So this is the main characteristics and various aspects of an economy. Its percent of the population is in the United Census 2011, according to India, it's 17.8% of the country's GDP. 54.6%. Agrarian economy, mixed economy, economy, national economy is high. That are all the characteristics. These are all the characteristics of Indian economy. mixed economy. The economy is mainly public and private sector. Mixed economy कैसे है? It is a blend of private and public sector. That is mixed economy. Capitalism and economy is developed as a economy. Developing countries are following private sector and economy are developing. The level of unemployment is very unemployment and there is mainly structural in nature, mainly as structural. Natural productive capacities and dedicated to a sufficient number of jobs. Structural in nature is जो level of unemployment is also high is mainly structural in nature because the productive capacity is inadequate to create sufficient number of jobs. Also because it is Hello everyone. Hello Shivam. also the restriction on mining and mining activities. Secondary activities comprises industrial manufacturing, electricity, gas, water supply, mobile automotive services, and construction, etc. Third is business, transport, communication, and all services. Best indicator of economic development in countries per capita income. Sources capital gains, political for support, agriculture, extraction, organization, political patent, trading, corruption, technology, knowledge, and general education. Best indicator. Also, the price of measures the average change in the prices of commodities for bulk sale at the level of every stage of transaction. WPI indexes wholesale price of measures the average change in the prices of commodities for bulk sale at the level of every stage of transaction. It is WPI index, it is wholesale price of measures the average change in the prices of commodities for bulk sale at the level of every stage of transactions. It measures the average change in the prices of commodities for bulk sale at the level of every stage of transaction. In the index price of the commodities. Poverty in India. Poverty estimates are derived from household information related to poverty data are monitors global poverty using advanced statistical models. Poverty estimates are derived from household consumption data. The world data lab monitors global poverty using advanced statistical model. Measuring poverty in 1920 because official data on our poverty line of initial level introduced in 1979 by Keynesian Theory. is by Vaikyala Committee. So it's known as the Vaikyala Committee. And then the Vatlavada Committee, then Tendulkar, and then Rangarajan Committee. So these are the committees on poverty in India. I'm studying economy, Indian economy. States and over time in official party council in the states. Take a fresh States later in 1993. रेयान सिंह। आई एम स्टडिंग न्यूज़ एंड जीके और इससे मैं इंडियन इकोनॉमी पढ़ रही थी।